everyone, thank you for tuning into Modern Mixtape. My name is Natalie Brodnick, and today I'm here with pop singer-songwriter Peach Martine, who will be releasing her newest single, Romeo and Juliet, this Friday, April 8th, on all streaming platforms. So welcome to our channel, Peach.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited.
Yeah, of course. So this must be a really exciting time for you with the upcoming release. So if you could just walk me through how you're feeling at the moment, what's going through your head?
Well, I'm very excited. Obviously, at the time we're filming this, it comes out at midnight tonight, so I'm really looking forward to it and to see how people like it.
Yeah, definitely. And then could you explain a little bit about like the creative process to writing Romeo and Juliet?
Absolutely. So, I wrote it when I had just fallen head over heels in love, right? It's a very up-tempo love song for sure. Like it's very fast and it's
Yeah.
very chaotic and the lyrics are very almost like flirty, which
Yeah.
I think it really captures like the feeling of falling in love and like being over that like top of the roller coaster where it's like, okay, we're together. This is so exciting, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I started with the lyrics, set it to some piano chords, and then I wrote some guitar chords, and then came up with what I wanted for the drums and the bass, and then I brought it to a producer and recorded it, and I think it sounds pretty good.
I personally am obsessed with it. I think it's amazing.
Yay, thank you.
And is it kind of similar to how you've written songs like in the past? Because I know it's a very like upbeat song. Do you sometimes approach the writing process a little bit differently depending on the vibe of whatever song you're writing?
You know, this one just really fell out onto paper. I write things down by hand, and I don't even think I like picked up my pen because it just really it was all there, and I was just
Yeah.
ready to get it all down on paper.
Usually
So,
how the best ones work.
sorry.
It's usually how the best ones work when they just kind of pour out of you like that.
Yeah, it really did. And I think it's probably the fastest song I've ever written, but other than that, it's all about the same.
Yeah. And you said it was pretty like a pretty fast process. Was there any like challenging parts that you hit during the songwriting process?
Um, when I was producing it, when I was in production, I hated the drums for a really long time, and I loved the drum pattern and everything. I just needed we wound up doing like live sounding drums instead of like computerized drums, which is what, you hear on like the radio nowadays.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, it was cool to have that, like it really came together
Yeah.
once those drums were fixed.
Yeah, definitely. And then was there like a specific easiest part? Like was it maybe the lyrics or the production process or just thinking of the idea?
I definitely thinking of the idea, I knew what I wanted to say. So,
Yeah. And then I always like to say, like, if you could describe the single in 3 words, what would it be?
um sexy, exciting, chaotic.
I would agree. All of those things in the
Yeah.
best way. And then was there like a very specific moment that like pushed you into writing the song, or was it kind of this like buildup of emotion that you were thinking about the concept of the song for a long time?
Oh, that is a good question. I don't know if I know myself. Like
Could be.
I guess, kind of both.
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
it really built up to the point where I had like I think I probably had the melody in my head for a little bit, and I definitely had the chorus first.
So how long like was the process? Like when did you originally start writing the song?
Um, maybe July.
Okay, yeah, so pretty quick.
Yeah, and then I produced it in October when I was in Los
Yeah.
Angeles with a fabulous producer named Kinder.
Yeah.
And he played the guitars on the song and he's incredible. And then it comes out, April 8th. So it's always a long process for me because it's like it's definitely difficult to choose a single, especially when for this upcoming
Yeah.
album like these songs while they're in production are my life. So,
Yeah.
yeah, it was definitely exciting and a long process, but a good one.
Yeah. And was there like a specific reason that you did choose the song to be the first single you released for that album? Like, did you want to kind of make a statement or set a vibe like before the rest of it came out?
I think, yeah, I guess to set a vibe, really, it's definitely the most singly song. It's definitely the most commercial song, I think, because not all of it is normal slash mainstream slash whatever you want to call it, but this is definitely of the group of songs that we have going on for the album. Um, it's the most singly one, and it just makes sense. Because it's a love song, and everybody likes a love song too.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
And then you kind of were talking about how it has a lot of different like vibes kind of being pulled in. Would you like say you define yourself in a certain genre of music, or do you think you kind of have this like unique mixture of a lot of different influences?
I mean, a lot of people would say that I'm kind of genreless, but I think it's like alternative, like pop rock. I
Yeah.
know the poems really throw people off, and I know like the more theatrical songs really throw people off, but I think at its core, it's really like alternative rock.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I also wanted to kind of get into like your background as like an artist and a person kind of in the spotlight because it is pretty interesting and unique. So, when did you start posting on TikTok? Because I know that's where a lot of your audience and stuff has come from.
Yeah, it's completely changed my life. I posted probably a few months into the pandemic just out of pure
Mhm.
boredom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely it was a slow rise. It's still a slow rise.
Mhm.
Like every every day there's always like a few more followers that I get to say hi to. It's
Yeah.
wonderful and I love it. And I'm very grateful that I got bored enough to do it because
Yeah.
it really helped me out.
Yeah, I feel like that everyone hit that place in the pandemic where like we all kind of gave into downloading TikTok and then we
Yeah.
realized how important it was in our lives.
Yes, but seriously, I think it got me through like meeting. It
Yeah.
it really helped me find the people that I was kind of waiting for to listen to my music. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like it's hard to find. It's definitely specific genre, I guess. I don't know what to call it. It's you need to be, I think, a certain kind of person to enjoy it. And I have always wondered when I was gonna find my people. And I think on TikTok, like
Yeah.
it's so easy for people to find you on TikTok, and I'm so grateful for everyone that's been looking for a new artist to listen to on TikTok and decided on me. It's crazy.
Yeah, and as someone like that's gotten a lot of attention through like social media platforms like that, I'd love to get like your insight on how you think platforms like TikTok or any other social media platform are kind of impacting how the music industry is functioning.
I mean, TikTok's completely turned the music industry on its head. If you have a song blow up on TikTok, it's like a guaranteed multi-million dollar label deal. It's crazy and it's exciting
Changing
and
the
it's
way
great.
record labels are like functioning. It's insane.
I I it's destroying record labels and it's very
Yeah.
exciting,
Yeah, exactly.
I you I don't even know where to start with that because it's like now
Yeah.
you turn on the radio and it's all songs that have blown up on TikTok that are on the radio because of TikTok. I think um TikTok makes it so easy to discover new artists that people are always looking for something new, and instead of labels kind of shaping public opinion, just exposure, it's like now anybody's got a fair chance.
Yeah.
If you make a good song, if you build it, they will come. People like cool shit. So if you're making cool shit, you're good. It's so exciting. TikTok is like my favorite app. I mean, I'm on it
Yeah.
all day. And
No, everyone is. It's an addiction. It's bad. Okay,
absolutely. It's
done.
it's so cool to be able to like I talk to my fans all day because they're
Yeah.
listening to my music and they're commenting on all my stuff and I'm talking back and forth
It's
with them
really,
and
it's changed
having that.
fan engagement like
Yeah.
completely. It's made
Yeah.
it so much easier to like make connections and stuff. It's amazing.
I'm so grateful for it.
Yeah. And then was there that like moment that you kind of suddenly realized that you blew up, or like did you have that viral video, or was it kind of more of a very steady thing?
It's been such a steady increase.
Okay. Yeah.
It's been I've there have been points where I get like severely shadow banned
Hmm.
where I like have like a few followers a day for like a month or two and then for the next like month or two, I'm gaining like 10,000 followers a day. Like it definitely comes in waves, but I wouldn't say there's like one viral video that really shot me to where I am today on TikTok. It's
Yeah.
just been a great like build up. It's very
Yeah.
exciting.
The algorithm for TikTok is so like unique because it allows like kind of everyone to have a chance to go viral. And I
Yes.
think that's so like cool for anyone that has music because it's such like a do-it-yourself thing. You don't need like a record label, you don't need a manager really. Like from there, a lot of times you need help after that, but it's really incredible.
Yeah, it's amazing. I've discovered so many of my new favorite artists on TikTok.
Yeah. No, me too. And it's so good for people that have like music blogs and everything like that because you can so easily like research and find people.
Yeah.
And then as a person who is like very involved in social media, what kind of like practices and things do you do to stay grounded and like take care of mental health? Because that can definitely be taxing as someone so like often in the spotlight.
Not a lot, honestly. I really should get a lot better at it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say it's honestly affected my mental health that much.
Mhm.
I think I always, if anybody could handle like hate comments, it's me because I really am the best person I can be and I make the best art that I can. So I always have it in my head that, oh, I'm doing my best, you know.
Yeah.
Um, so when people, when I get criticism or constructive criticism, it's like I'm doing my best and I will get to where I'm never going to be able to please everybody, especially with my crazy music. So it's
No,
all, I'm rolling with the punches.
I mean, you have to have thick skin when you're working in the music industry. There's like no other choice, really.
I definitely do. I feel like I'm good at, you know, focusing on positive
Good, yeah.
comments and constructive criticism.
No, totally. And then I would like to get into like just your influences a bit too. So, did you like start performing from a young age? Did you grow up in a musical household?
I'm the only musician in my family, but I have been writing songs since I could literally write and singing since I could literally talk. So
Yeah.
it's always been my one true love. It's all I've ever done. It's all I've ever loved. I am obsessed with music and I always have been. I've taught myself several instruments and I have just been obsessed with it. I would listen to music constantly. I just sit there next to the radio and enjoy it as a kid. And I would get to listen to like the music on like classic rock stations and get so involved with like Motley Crue and Rush and the Stones and the Beatles and
Oh, so you got like an eclectic taste. I like it. Like a
yeah,
big background.
definitely. I think I really nowadays I really only listen to like classic rock and then what's blowing up on TikTok right now. So
I love that. Yeah.
it's definitely interesting. And then of course like I mean I was in like third grade when like Gaga was blowing up.
Yeah.
And when that era of music where every song you heard was just incredible, like that is definitely something I
Hit
want to get
after
back to.
hit. Like,
Yeah, hit after hit of like iconic songs. And that was when I really started being like, this is the only thing I'll ever do?
yeah.
I just want to write good songs and entertain people.
So like the music that was like playing in your house growing up, like what were your parents kind of playing that like may have influenced the music that you make now?
Lots of classic rock, lots
Yeah.
of disco music. Like my mom loves like ABBA and stuff. So I do too.
Yeah, no, for sure. And then like nowadays, like if you could collaborate with like any artist that's like influenced you a bunch or that you look up to, like who would it be?
Oh, Brian May from Queen. I think
Oh,
incredible. I think he's the best musician alive, honestly. I just think he's phenomenal. There is no
yeah,
guitarist alive or dead that
no,
even
truly.
close to him, I think. He's such an icon. Any guitar solo he's written. I think the marker of writing a good guitar solo is that you can air guitar to it and sing along to it and remember
Yeah.
it. And I
Yeah.
mean, he's incredible. And
He's
I
just
mean,
an
the
icon.
songs he's written, like such iconic hits.
So
Yeah,
that's the goal. That's what you get into. Him
obsessed
on
with
your tracks.
yeah, and he works for NASA now. Like
He's
he
such an interesting guy.
he is the most fascinating person. I'm obsessed with him.
Oh, me too.
I'd love
And
to meet him.
then
I'd love to meet him.
I know he would be like such a cool person to talk to about music, like music industry stuff. Like he would just be so intriguing.
Right? And he like rescues animals. Like
Go off. Yeah.
there's I'm always hearing like new fun things about him. He just seems like such a great person. I'm so excited to hopefully meet him one day.
Yes, me too. And then like as for it could be modern music or classic rock or anything like that. What's your favorite album at the moment that like let's say if you could listen to one album for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Oh,
I know. I'm sorry. That's the reaction I always get.
I don't
So
know. I would go with I'm gonna go Lana Del Rey's Born to Die, the Paradise Edition, because I think I can recite every song on that album. Because I mean, her lyrics are
yeah.
jaw dropping. You
It's
know,
also one of these albums that have such a clear like arc that
yeah,
like there's something for everyone on the album. So
absolutely. And yet has such a specific um mood. Like
yeah,
you can only go to her for that feeling. You know,
exactly.
yeah, she really has a monopoly on like that. Sad but sexy but cool. I'm obsessed with her. I'd love to see her live someday.
Oh my God, my friend saw her and I was so jealous. She said it was incredible. She's
Was
like next on my list.
really? I've heard she's not like I had some friends go and they were like, yeah, she was okay. I feel like I would love it personally because
Oh,
she's
my friend
I
loved it. She's like a huge, huge fan, so she loved it. But
I think yeah, if I could only listen to one album till the end of time, I think it'd be that.
that's a solid choice. I
Thank
respect.
you. I
And
have
then,
an honorable mention to The Who Sell Out by The Who. I think
oh
that's
my God, yeah,
yeah.
you are killing it right now. I totally agree.
I'm so I'm seeing them live for the second time the week after next week, so I'm really excited.
I didn't even know they were going on tour.
They're out there. They've been touring. They don't
Look at
stop.
that.
They've been doing
That's
it for a
incredible.
long time. They
That's
just don't.
like that's so unique for like that kind of band to like still be going. That's incredible.
I hope so too. I hope I'm
Yeah,
touring. I'm 95 years old. I want to be like
that's amazing.
the Rolling Stones. Touring till the day we die.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Just my
we were
life.
talking like, yeah, yeah. You're talking about like Lana Del Rey and stuff and how she does have that like very specific targeted thing, although it is like able to be interpreted by a lot of different people. Do you
Yeah.
say that you have a specific audience that you're trying to target towards, or do you just kind of put music out and just for anyone to listen to?
I that's a really good question. When I write my music, I really only have like the girls' gays and theys in mind,
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
I don't really write music. I never imagine like when I think of my fans, I can't physically not imagine like a straight guy like enjoying it,
That's
which
fair.
I just, I
No,
don't
yeah.
know. It's very vulnerable. It's very, a lot of my songs are like about like everything from like feminism to grief to
Yeah.
global warming to, anger to um I do have some love songs, but yeah, it's very interesting. Like Sleepy People, for example, that's a song about like my worst nightmare, waking up when I'm 45 and realize that I've completely wasted my life and haven't done anything that I wanted to do and that I just don't want to waste my life doing sorry, it's gotten red. The sun set, now it's really dark in here.
You're good. You're good.
Just gonna turn that light on. Yeah, I just feel like somehow I feel like a lot of these subjects are very feminine,
Yeah,
which is,
that's
I
fair.
know like 95% of my audience on TikTok is girls like under
Yeah.
30, which I mean, I love them. I love them so much.
Yeah.
I think it's important I would say that I'm a really good role model for girls as well.
Yeah.
I really try to be the best person I possibly can be and really, follow my dreams and all that stuff, but also
Yeah.
like, you know, work very hard and be a kind person and set a good example for people. So I think I'm a good person to do that for a lot of my younger fans. I'm very proud to say.
Yeah. Feminist icon. Let's go.
I'm very thrilled because I am so excited because the female lead just put me in their like powerful women to watch list, and
Oh
I'm so
my gosh. Yeah.
so thrilled about that. Me and my silly little poems and stuff. Come on.
Making a difference. Let's go.
It I'm very proud of myself that I've taught
Yeah,
myself
you
and
should
worked
be.
hard enough to be able to express my feelings, most of them anger regarding the subject of,
Yeah,
feminism. I just think it's important to talk about.
it definitely is. And you are truly making a difference. So proud of you.
You're so nice.
And then you did talk about like your feminist views and like how that's very important to you. Is there like a specific message that you hope someone listens to your songs and walks away with?
Oh, God, every song is so different. I just think
Yeah.
I want people to feel understood, and I
Mhm.
want people to feel like they're not alone. I try to write songs that are about things that people don't really write about.
Yeah.
I'm never going to write a song that's just like, "Oh, I love you, baby." Like I try to really hone in specific feelings, and I because I want people to be able to relate to them, and I want people to think, "Oh shit, she feels that way too. I'm not alone. I'm fine. Everything's going to be fine."
Yeah.
Like music's gotten me through some very difficult times in my life, and I just want to do that for other people. And people are obviously open, can do whatever they want with the songs. They could listen to I Would Have Given You the Moon and think it's a, horrible breakup song, or it could be like a fixing my own self-confidence song. They could do whatever they want with it as long as I can entertain them and make them happy.
Yeah. And you got to have your own voice too. So it's like good that you're really taking from your own personal experience because anyone could write a song. Oh, baby, I love you. Anyone could do that. You got to have your own personal attachment
Right.
to it.
It's very vulnerable stuff, like Poem to
Yeah,
Myself 5 years ago or Poster Kid. Like my friends and family thought I was
definitely.
crazy for releasing something like that, where it's so personal to the point where it's like weird. And somehow, that song's got like 2 million streams now. It's my most streamed song. I just, you got to trust the craziness because I always have a lot of crazy,
Oh, yeah.
a lot of crazy ideas, but they always somehow wind up working out for me because I feel like I just want to do what's best and what's most
Yeah.
entertaining.
Surprise you how universal those crazy things are.
Exact. It would surprise you how universal those crazy things are. That's a big part of why I do what I do.
Exactly. And then was there like you've had a pretty like interesting career so far with like your blow up on social media and everything. But is there like a specific experience or a moment that's like stuck out to your career, stuck out to you in your career that's like really amazing or that you've had a really fun time doing?
I'd say probably like just like reading my DMs from fans.
Yeah.
Sometimes they'll really, say some cool things. Like a few people have like my lyrics tattooed and they'll like send me a picture and I'm like, "You got that tattooed on your I'm
That's
so sorry.
surreal.
I'm
Yeah.
scared of tattoos and needles and everything."
Yeah.
You are badass. That's incredible. And just like, hearing like, "Oh, hey, love your music. Like I was listening on to it on the bus this morning," or like, "Hey, I was up last night and your music kept me alive." Like it's crazy, and I'm just glad I can help people have, a little bit better of a day every day.
Yeah. No, definitely. And would you say that's like the most rewarding part of your job? Like in comparison?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't care about like TikTok clout or
Yeah.
like how much money I make. I want to make good art. That's basically
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And like with those like expectations you have for your future, like what would you say 5 years down the line is your ideal situation for where your music is, where your just career is in general?
I've got massive goals for that, and I do put a lot of pressure on myself, but I like to because it gets me where I want to be. I want a lot of Grammys, and I want to be on a sold out stadium world tour, like Taylor
Yeah.
Swift level massive tour.
Yeah.
That's the goal.
I see it. I see the name in lights, Peach Martine.
Yeah, and then I have like a lot of like later in life goals as well. Like I really want to write a Broadway musical. Um I don't think I could write this. Oh, look at you go. Look at you go. I would love to like if someone had a really good story, I would love to write the music for
Yeah.
it and like music and lyrics like Sondheim it up. Um I just love to do that and I'd love to write a great movie score as well. a lot of big dreams. Love to be on Broadway too. I think
Oh
that'd be
yeah.
cool. Yeah.
So would you like to like write for other people and take that side of your career as well instead of just like only releasing, like only writing music for yourself to release?
Yeah, I'm starting to. I've been doing that for since I was like 17. Like I've gotten into ghostwriting like more and more and more lately, and I think it's a really fun um exciting new way because like I write hundreds of songs a year, right? I can't release all of them. I Some of them don't even suit me at all. Like a lot of my songs sometimes I'm like imagining like a male voice singing it or imagining a completely
Mhm.
different voice singing it or performing it or something and I know it's just not for me. So if I pitch it, that's great. Cool.
Yeah.
I love it, you know? I just like to sharing's caring. I don't know. Sure.
I'm sure
Take
it's like
short answer, yes.
I'm sure it's a nice little like writing challenge kind of to keep you fresh too, because it's like you're doing something different that you wouldn't usually be doing, kind of keeps you on your toes songwriting wise.
Yeah. Yeah, usually it's I'll write a song and it just won't wind up being for me and then I'll wind up pitching it rather than writing specifically for another artist's project. Um yeah, I just feel like kind of killing two birds with one stone that way.
Oh yeah. And then we talked about kind of long-term goals, but like in the next like few months, next year, like what are your biggest things you want to accomplish?
Trying to get this album out.
Yeah.
It's really driving me crazy, you
Yeah.
know. I'm like I can't even it's been a journey, you
Yeah.
know. It's coming everything that's coming out is sounding really good, but it's definitely taking I've it's been hard to find amazing producers and I think I've finally found people that are can really bring my visions to life because I'm not much of a computer person, but I am very bossy. You know, when it comes to production, I know what I want in my head. I'm just not going to be the one that's sitting in front of a computer all day kind of thing.
Yeah.
I trust producers and I love a very creative producer. Like I'm working with the most phenomenal producer right now on a lot of songs. His name's Samuel Joseph. He's the frontman of the band Hello Forever. He's
Yeah. Yeah.
incredible. I mean, you probably heard some of their songs on like Spotify.
Yeah. I have.
They're great, great band. I'm obsessed
They're
with them.
incredible. Yeah.
He like his production style is so creative that I'm a weirdo with production. I love to throw in random stuff. I'm like, whoa,
Mhm.
could even dial it back a little bit and make it more commercial, which is something I've never said to any producer in my life. I'm like, no, it's got to be weirder, it's got to be crazier, it's got to be more
Yeah.
theatrical, it's got to be bigger. So I'm really excited about that. And then it's just like, you know, getting enough money because it's so expensive. Seriously.
Yeah. No, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. And then you were talking about that like production process of like you kind of throwing in stuff and things like that. Would you say like you usually enter into that like with a very clear vision of where you want your song to go? Or do you think you kind of evolve like from the beginning? Like specifically even with Romeo and Juliet?
Okay, specifically with Romeo and Juliet, I knew exactly how I wanted it to sound in my head.
Mhm.
But for a song like Sleepy People or True Story, I had nothing. I was like, I want it to be like for Sleepy People, I was like, I want it to be very Beatlesy production. And then my one of my fantastic producers, I think he really killed it. His name is Phil Simmons, and he just took it. He was like, "Oh, Beatlesy, I got it." And it's like I loved how the production came out. I would have never thought of something like that, which I think is why as much as I like to sit at home in my room alone writing and would do everything myself, I think the best things come when I really listen to producers because I want, more opinions and I love working with other artists.
Yeah,
So,
definitely. And then can you like tease anything about the new album? Like do you have a release date yet? Or can you give a little like preview spiel about kind of what people can expect?
okay, that's a really good question. I don't even have like a final track list yet. I have a lot
Okay.
of I
Yeah.
have I have them all written and it's just choosing which ones are going to go on the
Yeah.
album. Everything's written and recorded. It's just got to be produced and
Mhm.
then I need to find a home for it, whether that be on a new distributor or a label. Like I have some very exciting opportunities. It's just I'm in the great position of picking which opportunity I want to go with,
Yeah,
which
of
is
course.
a great place to be. It's a stressful place to be because it's a
Yeah.
decision, but it's a great place. I'm very lucky to be where I am at the same time. So there's a lot of like music industry details to on the business side to figure out, and there's a lot of like, finishing touches. And you know me, like I'll probably wind up with like a completely different track list than the one I'm thinking of right now. It'll be like all new songs.
It's such a process. You never know what's gonna happen.
I'm really trying to make it perfect because technically it is my debut album, even though I've been releasing music when I was 9.
Yeah.
I this is my debut album. It's gonna be. I really wanted to get some Grammys.
Yeah, you want it to be special.
I'm shooting
Like,
big.
yeah, take your time with it. You want it to be monumental and special, and it's going to be.
I really hope so. I'm working really hard on it.
Yeah. And then do you have any like upcoming shows or like something that's coming out or content that's coming out like in the near future that you can have people that are watching this be excited for or check out?
Yeah, absolutely. So my Romeo and Juliet live music video comes out next week. So I'm really looking forward to that. And there's also going to be a lyric video, and then I'm already looking forward to the second single off of the album, and I'm still deciding between two. So but yeah, I mean I'm always releasing things. I'm always posting. I post the songs I write like every day on TikTok. So if you're ever bored and you want to hear some whatever I'm working on, it's there.
Yeah. And then could you like plug your socials so people that are watching can check you out?
Absolutely. So I'm at Peach Martine on everything, and it's peach, like the princess or the color or the fruit, and it's Martine, like Martin with an E, Peach Martine. You'll find it. It's there.
Yeah.
There's a little blue check next to it if you get confused.
She's pretty cool. She's a blue check.
No, it's like I'm still not cool enough to have a blue check. Every day I feel like
No,
you're gonna realize, God, she's such a dork. Let's take it away.
that's everyone's fear. Everyone has the fear of being a fraud. We all experience it.
But
Well,
yeah, thank you so freaking much for
this
having
was
me
so
on.
great.
You are an incredible interviewer as well.
Oh my God, stop.
A blast.
Thank you. This was so much fun.
Yay!
Okay, well, this will be up pretty soon, but yeah, thank you so much for coming up on our channel. And I'm so excited for everyone to listen to Romeo and Juliet, out April 8th, all platforms.
Thank you so much. I really hope anybody watching this loves it, and you are phenomenal, Natalie. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Peach. I'll talk to you soon. Let me know about all your upcoming releases and everything.
Thank you so much. Let me know when this is out.
Yes, I'll send you an email.
Thank you so much. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. So good talking to you.
Bye.
You too.